guys, welcome to English Talk, UPT Bahasa with me, Wisma Yunita. Let's talk. Okay. Good morning, guys. Hello, how are you today? Today we have another talk in English Talk with me, Wisma Yunita, UPT Bahasa. And this morning, we have the guest from the Faculty of Law. It's his name is Pak Ari Wirya, Ari Wirya Dinata, S.H. And he is the graduate from the UNAN,
Yes, University of Andalas.
In 2014, and from the University of Indonesia in 2018, and born in Muara Bungo in 1992. So still very young.
Yes, they're under 30, right?
Under 30, so 29.
Yeah.
29,
29.
yeah. Okay, so guys, Pak Ari Wirya, we call him Pak Ari Wirya. So please welcome Pak Ari Wirya from the Faculty of Law, University of Bengkulu. So for the students of the Faculty of Law, this is your role model for how someone is learning English. So Pak Ari Wirya also have ever get a degree from NU.
Yes, Australian National University in 2014 when I was the undergraduate students at the University of Andalas at the time.
Yeah. And Pak Ari is also got a great achievement. He is a cum laude graduate from his undergraduate and also from his magister degree, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to, you can learn from our talks today. So I'm gonna ask Pak Ari, what is his motivation? So you are surely not from English department, but from law department, and probably you can tell us or the students what motivates you to learn English actually at the beginning.
Okay, well,
when did you learn English? Starting to learn English.
Okay. Well, first of all, good day, everyone, and thank you so much for having me today. It is such an honor, actually, for me to surrounded by you and talking about my secret, my recipe, right? Spill the tea, my recipe. Why I'm very eager to learn about the English, even that I'm not from the native speakers and English department. One is because I choose as the lecturer. So being a lecturer as the highly prominent occupation. So I would like to be the international professors who can teach about the law overseas. So that's why I think that English is one of the way to spread my thoughts and my 2 cents or my manuscript all over the world. So that's why this is one of the motivations I learn English a lot.
I see. That's from the way you are right now, right? What about the starting point of your learning English? Is that from junior high school or since you were a kid you're learning
Yes,
already?
of course. I come from the family background in education field. So when I was in elementary school, I took some courses regarding the English. Then I pursued that, learn a lot from the English subject since when I was the elementary school until now.
All right. So you start to learn English from elementary school.
Yeah.
Do you still remember the first time you know that you like English, or why you learned English the first time?
As far as I know, I think when I in the 5th grade in the elementary school, there is a new subject which is the English subject. So at the time we learned a lot from the English. The teacher is quite good because he make the English fun for us, and they always give us the imagination that when you can speak English very well, so there are many opportunities will be open in the future. So that's why I think this is one good magic or good tools to be a good in the futures.
Okay, so it's one of the motivation came from your elementary school teacher.
Yeah.
So he introduce you to English, and then then you become to be well motivated to learn
Yes, of course.
since that time.
Since that
So
time.
after that, junior high and senior high school, you still learn English.
Yes, of course. And
Some course.
yeah, so I'm being more attracted to learn English because at the time when I was a child, there is a popular cinema or popular movie, Harry Potter is very booming at the time. So we watch the Harry Potter every time, and we try to imitate how the Harry Potter the characters speak in English.
So since elementary school, you are already being well motivated to learn English, right? What about the support of your environment, the influence of your family or your friends?
I think that the pivotal factors why my English is leveraged from time to time because I living in the society where the English is necessary.
Okay.
I mean that when I in the undergraduate school, I always have the duty from my research centers to handle the professor overseas. When we have the international conference or
because you have junior high school or this campus also support you. What about the family?
Family is not at all because I think my mom and my mother is not good enough in English, but they always support me in moral.
Yeah. Okay. Support you in terms of probably to at least to motivate you or to pay your fee for the course.
Of course.
Right. So, do you have any obstacles at that time to learn English?
Of course, I think there are obstacle that I met when I learn about the English. First, because there is no many students are surrounded me that wanna learn about the English. But I try to find the best solutions to tackle this issue by, as I mentioned, I involved in some international event made by my research center, so it is one of the solutions I think. But then the problem is always like another journey. When you learn something new, there is ups and downs, right?
Sure.
So when I trying to learn about the TOEFL, then my score is not good at all. I'm on about that.
You feel that?
Yeah.
But it's just a small obstacle.
Yeah.
So, what about your friends? Because in my experience before, I also got a negative attitude from people like, why should you learn English? Or the words like, I grew up in Bengkulu, right? So some of my friends said, or not close friends said, Andirnya sih ngomong bahasa Inggris. So that's also a kind of demotivated, right? Do you find this a similar?
I think maybe it is the problem for the old people in my generations and the millennial. The English is very important. So I think most of the millennials can speak English right now because this influenced by the watching Netflix maybe or TV and so on and so forth. So they can speak English for the daily conversation. So
no longer difficult to learn English, right? You can learn it from anywhere, anytime, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you got the obstacles just a little bit, right? Because you are the millennials. And so what the benefit do you get after being able to speak English? Probably you can share with your students or to convince them that you need to learn English because this is the benefit that I can get.
Sure. Totally believe that there is a lot of benefit you can get when you can speak English very well. First, and based on my experience, I got the scholarships from the Australian National University for the gifted researcher program. So they think that I'm the potential one to write my publications or manuscript and publish in international. So that's why he gave me the scholarship at the time. Second one, it is open the network for me to meet with the prominent professor in legal field actually, and join some international conference at the time. So the third one, I think it is the best way to learn about the legal law from the overseas, because there are so many publications, books, journal by using English. So when you cannot speak English good enough, so very hard to you to understand how the laws work in the universe. So I think it is the benefit that I got from speaking English. Good in speaking English.
Yeah, especially in the law field, right? Because English for law is different from English for education, like for me. So the student from law faculty should also have that kind of motivation, like because they also need to read the books or any laws in English.
Yes, maybe there is several subjects in legal law, in faculty of law, that need the capability of students to read the books in English. For example, international law, diplomatic and consular law. So many materials or reading materials made by the English. So that's why when you want to understand about the international law or diplomatic law, you have to understand and can read the English.
So, meaning to say, what do you say? What do you say when there is a student that say, English is not important, or I don't like English? What kind of reaction that you can give to that kind of students? What do you think?
Wow, gee. I cannot imagine and believe that.
Because there are many still. There's still many students
I
who don't
think
like English.
it is still being a problem for the people or students who living in the rural area, right? They think that why you have to understand the English, and while we living in Indonesia and we have to love the Indonesian language actually. But I think it is like the closed mind, students. Because when you see right now, there are a lot of people, a lot of students who can succeed because of they can speak English, and how many there are a lot of opportunities open and require.
Those who think that English is not important or I don't like English, so probably they will not be able to grow better. Just grow in a very small environment, right? Yeah. So, surely you are not an English lecturer.
Yeah.
How did you maintain your English currently? Because you lecture in a field of law, and then do you have any effort or what did you do to maintain your English?
Fortunately, even I'm not the native speaker and don't come from the faculty of languages, I trying to maintain my capability in English by learning by myself, learning a lot. First, of course, I joined in several conferences in international. It affect me a lot to learn about the English and also leverage my capability to chit chat or communicate with the professors and another panelists from all over the world. Second one, even in faculty of law, there is no English subject. I mean, there's no English subject or English, the legal English class, but some of my reading materials, I provide my students with the English material, so they also can learn about the English and me too as the lecturer. The third one, joining the courses is one of the best way for me to keep my capability and to remind the grammar and also to make my conversation smoothly. Then the last one, because I have a dream to pursue my doctoral or PhD program overseas, so I always discuss with the seniors who already got the PhD program from the overseas or staying on the process in the PhD process. So it is one of the motivations for me that I need to always keep up my English ability and also to leverage it from time to time.
Do you use social media or other things, electronic things to improve your English besides during the course and then during the conference and giving the material in English to the students?
So far, I just wrote my publications in English.
Okay.
You can check several of my manuscript or two cents has already published by the Modern Diplomacy, one of the biggest newspaper in the European. So I tried to write my thought or my perspective in terms of the legal and then send it to the Modern Diplomacy. And also it's just already published in Jakarta Post, one of the highest. Yes, of course. But at the time, I tried to make it collaborations with the interns from the William and Mary in America, because my research center has the program, the internship program for the PhD students. So
when you were in master degree?
Not only in master degree currently, because I'm still being the external researchers in the Center for the Kasus Pusako at the Faculty of Law, Universitas Andalas. So I have the opportunity to collaboration writing with him, and we published in the Jakarta Post a couple months ago.
I see. So you also write not only for journals but also for newspapers, and you still maintain a good relationship with your former university.
Yeah, of
your
course.
Undergraduate and your.
And I also trying to make my communication with the professor I met in the last or in the previous conference. For example, so far we have good relationship with the National University of Singapore, particularly the Dean of Faculty of Law, Professor Simon, and I'm very honored to know him directly and can communicate with him directly. It is one of the best way, I think, to learn about the law and also to learn about the English too.
Right. You have the undergraduate, the international law, right? So that's really closely related to English, right? So that's why. Right. So next, do you have any ideas what our university had a lot of students, right? Like the new student just this year, like 4,900 new students for undergraduate. So what do you think that your faculty especially should do to help them to motivate them to learn English?
Regarding to leverage the capability of students to learn English, we have several programs made by our faculty, particularly. Yes, first, we just already opened the new student center, means the ASA, Asian Law Student Associations, is one of the good organizations, also connected with several countries all over the world. It is one of the way we do to make our student can engage with the world and another student from overseas. Second one, we also proceed or begin our program to send our students to the international program. For example, in the 2021, in the February, this year, we already sent our students to follow or join the international law moot court competitions. This is named Philip Chejisat. This is the highly prestigious moot court competitions. Also, 600 countries already participation in this competition, including Harvard, Yale, and also another Ivy League campus. So we're very happy to join this competition, and we hope that it is one of opportunity to open the students' mind to learn about the English itself. Then we also open the new student activity or organization named as the UNIP Moon Club, Model United Nations, because
Moon Club.
Moon Club. This is the new one. We just already sent our student in the Yogyakarta Moon Club this year, and we learn a lot from that, because I know as the lawyers, the future lawyers, future prosecutor or judges, you have to need the skill of negotiation, mediation, and dealing with diplomacy. So that's why the Moon Club is one of the way or one of the institutions to leverage and learn together to prepare our students to join some competitions in terms of national round or international round. And the last one, I and also another junior lecturer, the millennials lecturer, also engage and attract the new students, the faculty of to be the presenter in international conference. So it is one of the way for us to ask him to join and
to attract them to learn English.
yes.
Right? So meaning to say, Faculty of Law have done many programs to.
Yes, of course, but it's still on process, and we're quite happy with the achievements so far. Examples, as I mentioned, we just already joined the GSUP moot court competitions, and we got the 300 of 600 ranks all over the world. It's quite in the middle, but we still target to be 100 or 200 this year or not.
So meaning to say, Faculty of Law have done a lot to attract the student. They get a lot of a program for the students. To just depend on the student whether they want to join it or
not. Yeah, but we still remain the challenge to invite the students to learn English. Does the minority community still join or still
not
involved?
Many students, like let's say there are thousands of students, so just a very small
just 10%.
So that's it's meaning to say it's need more publication on that.
Publication is one, and maybe we trying to do another models or programs to attract them to learn English, I think.
Okay. So just very small, but it's a good first starting point, and then make it grow.
Yeah, bigger and bigger from
bigger and bigger. That's a good starting point from the Faculty of Law to do so. And regarding to that, a lot of activities that can be done at Faculty of Law for the students. Probably next year we will have the offline class, right? No longer online class, so we can recruit the new student to be participant in the program, right? Okay. Do you have? This is still related to English. Do you have any tips for our student on how to learn English?
Okay, I think it's very easy for the millennials to learn English in this new era, the globalizations and the modernizations of the technologies. You can use a lot of applications or tools to learn English. For example, we know that Pikinaki is quite prominent figure. They learn a lot of or many languages by using the Ome TV, right? So maybe you can do the same like him. Then the second one, there are a lot of applications like the Netflix, Mola, View, that you can also watch the serial by using English. And it's more easy to you to understand the English by watching the television show or so on and so forth. Film. And also the Spotify and jokes. There are a lot of audio books or the conversations made in the Spotify, so you can learn English by listening to this application. So I think it is the tips for the millennials or the young generation to learn.
So they can start to learn it from by themselves from the mobile phone. Right? So it's meaning to say it's in their hand already. Just whether you want to use your mobile phone for learning English or to watch other things.
Yes, right? Even by playing the game, right? You can learn English, but don't be addicted to the games, of course. But games also one of the medium for the students or the millennials to learn English.
The Faculty of Law have done that, and then the students also have a lot of opportunities available, right? The next one, or really the last one, what is your message to our student about English?
Okay.
Tell them in any camera.
Okay, regarding learning English, I hope that my students, particularly faculty law, can see that there are a lot of opportunities when you can speak English or have the ability in English, speaking, listening, reading, and the skill of the knowledge. Because as you know that there are a lot of scholarship opportunities to study overseas right now, made by the British councils, made by the student Australian award, and also from our government LPDP, right? So when you have a dream to living abroad or to study overseas, you have to learn English from the beginning. From the undergraduate. 4 years is quite enough to learn English.
Starting from now on. then you can start pursuing learning English just like what you did, learning from that media. And then when they graduate, when they took TOEFL here, because they have to take TOEFL here later on, right? Then they have to get 400. If not, they cannot graduate, right? So they have to prepare that from now on, right?
Yes, and also if I'm not mistaken, KSLE, and also if I'm not mistaken, KSLE or the international department in the university also has the program for the exchange students, right?
Yeah.
It is good opportunity to explore the world by using the scholarship organized by the KSLE also. It's not only that, our Mas Menteri Nadiem Makarim also initiate the program to send the student exchange based on the Campus Merdeka and Merdeka Belajar, and it is good opportunity, and all these opportunity require the English capability.
So you can no longer say that English is not important, or you don't like I don't like English, because you have to like it, right? If you want to have a better career in the future, you have to have English, and then you have to have the ability related to IT.
Yeah.
So no longer excuse, I guess.
Yes.
Agree with that, right?
I absolutely agree.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the message from Pak Ari and Pak Ari. I thank you so much for you to coming to English Talk, because this is one of our effort to support our students to learn English, or to motivate them to learn English. Not only the students, but also the lecturer, because there's not many lecturer speaking English with the college every day, right? What about in Faculty of Law? Do they have any English day, or?
We didn't have the English day, but we have the millennial group or the society,
group, right?
the ecosystem who has a dream to pursue the PhD program. So that's why it is forced us to always speaking English in terms of the meetings, or also in another activities made by the faculty.
The other lecturer to speak English as well, because it's not only the student that we require to speak English, right, to motivate to speak English, but also the lecturer and everyone at the university, including the staffs, I guess.
Yes,
that's right.
Because we have the missions to be the international university, right? So the English is a very important one.
Thank you so much. And bye, guys. That's the end of our English talk today. So see you again in the next meeting with the other guests. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.